you guys have updated thoughts on Airbnb and its impact on traditional hotel players. I can definitely address that really quickly. It definitely is a long-term structural headwind, but I guess the debate is on how much of a structural headwind it is, and it's not really a headwind for the Marriotts and the Hiltons of the world, given that they don't really own hotels. So they have a franchise and management business model where a hotel REIT or a group of real estate investors will carry a Hilton or Marriott flag. So they own all the operating leverage. So that means when times are good, things are really good for them. But when times are bad, and then you have someone like Airbnb coming in and sort of infiltrating on your turf, things get a lot worse. And so that's kind of what we saw kind of when Airbnb was growing at 150 to 200% year over year. Now our thesis sort of on Airbnb is that growth has slowed materially. There's a lot of legislative crackdowns around like top hotel markets in the US. So basically, if we think of like rate of change, in terms of rate of change, it's actually, going from like somewhat of a headwind to basically not really being a headwind, i.e. it's not really a tailwind, but it's kind of a non-event for basically the next 12 months. That's at least our view. But around the world, I mean, they have almost 4 million listings, and it's clearly a popular service. But we still don't think, or we don't have enough data to assume that it's impacting business travel. So, and that's really been the main laggard for hotels. Leisure travel has been super strong, and continues to be strong. So, I guess that's the updated thesis on that. And then we kind of, within the OTA space, I don't think it's having as much of an impact, just given that there's probably enough room nights to go around. Hesham, I don't know if you wanted to add anything more sort of on the on Airbnb as it pertains to OTAs, unless you think I covered it. But
yeah, I mean, I think you covered it for the most part. I think the only thing that I would add is that when it comes to Airbnb or online vacation rentals in general, going back to the deck that we just put out, it really is a question of geography if it is going to have an impact.
Right.
And what we had identified way back when is that as far as the vacation rental market is concerned, when we think about the Europe, for example, that's been there for decades before Airbnb arrived. Yeah. And since it has arrived, it hasn't really had an impact in terms of the prevalence of vacation rental room nights to total hotel room nights. So, I think that's the only thing that I would have to add there.
Yeah, no, I forgot. I was thinking more with my hotel REIT US focused brain. So thank you for adding that.